In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the inner tie rod on your INFINITI G35. Using a 21mm socket, remove the 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Loosen the jam nut on the outer tie rod. Remove the cotter pin out of the outer tie rod. Using a 19mm socket, remove the nut off the tie rod end. Hit the knuckle to release the outer tie rod. Remove the outer tie rod. Try to keep a count of how many spins as you take this off, and we're going to try and get it back to as close as possible. Also remove the jam nut. Pinch the clamp on the tie rod boot and pull it off. And we're going to untwist this clamp right here. Just a few so it's loose. Then we're going to pull this boot off. Using an inner tie rod tool or a pair of large pliers, remove the inner tie rod from the rack. You don't want to put a lot of heavy constant pressure on this, but just nice quick snaps until it loosens. Remove the inner tie rod. Install the inner tie rod. Torque it to 59 to 72 foot-pounds. If you can't get a torque wrench on it, do the best you can. Remove the nut. Install the rack boot. Get it onto the rack. Once it's there, we're going to tighten this clamp back down. Bend it up. Reinstall the clamp onto the boot. Install the jam nut. And install the outer tie rod. Remove the nut off the tie rod end. Install the tie rod end into the knuckle and thread the nut on. Torque the tie rod and nut to 28 foot-pounds. Install the cotter pin with the tie rod end. Push it through and then bend it over. tighten the jam nut using a 21mm wrench for the nut and a 15mm wrench for the inner tie rod. Install the wheel. Start your 5 lug nuts. Snug all the lug nuts down. And we'll torque them on the ground. Torque your wheels to 80 foot-pounds in a star pattern. Once you're done with this job, take your car to a local shop and have them do an alignment.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.